real quick, good champ pool. Keep it to Master Yi. This is the best way you're gonna climb. Um, build looks fine. I would say, um, if you watch scenario, you know scenarios, that guy.
Yeah,
Um,
yeah, I do,
yeah,
I do.
yeah. You
Yeah.
should try it. If you when he plays Master Yi, at least you should try and catch his streams, catch his videos.
Uh-huh.
Not because like I mean, I'm not friends with them or anything, but I just think any one trick on the champ you play, if you could watch them closely, is really good for your climb. So pretty much what you do when you watch someone is you get the skills that they have. Pretty much anything they do something, you want to try to replicate in your games, whether or not it makes sense to you. So if he freaking doesn't go in at a specific time and you can kind of replicate that, then don't go in at this like in this similar scenario. That pretty much is one of the best ways to climb is by copying someone who's obviously already challenger, rank 1 for scenarios. He's really good on Master Yi.
Mm.
So spending time to watch him, a lot more time will be really good. If you have a second monitor as well, you can look at him through there. All right.
Okay, okay.
Other than
Yeah,
that,
I mean, you were talking about like knowing when to go in, like trying to copy that. I think that's like something that I kind of struggle with,
right.
because yeah, I feel like it's a lot of times it's like different scenarios. I'll go in
Yeah,
different times.
it's all about trying to see how someone else pilots the champion, so it's a challenger player, rank 1 player for that matter, and seeing like when they would like to go in. So you try to put yourself like think about okay, like, I would go in here when you're watching him, and then he doesn't go in, and it's just like wait, he's standing still there. What's going on? Or like he's going in when you wouldn't go in. It's all about trying to understand that, and then like doing it in your own games. That's for at least for me how I first hit challenger was being a Kane one trick and copying Charisma. Like anything he would do, I would try to do the exact same way. Same build, same runes, same path. Like think about
Okay.
the game the same way. Uh, it's really good. It's a really easy way to build habits, challenger habits, and challenger fundamentals. Not to say that they're the best fundamentals or the most basic ones, but they're fundamentals on your specific champion. So, real quick, for Master Yi, there's going to be a lot of rules that can be broken with how you fight. Same thing with like Belveth, Evelyn, etc. It changes with every single champion like Karthus. So knowing a champion identity is very, very important. And you're very lucky because you have someone who like has a lot of content out there, who can help you understand what your champion identity is. You have also have a lot of games, but it's really, really important to understand champion identity and play to it. It's really, really important.
Okay, so like when you say champion identity, is it like strengths and weaknesses?
Yeah, timers where you
Stuff
should
like
go
that?
in, timers where you shouldn't go in, how you should play your early game, how you should play your mid game, fights, which teammates you want to play around. All these things can be loaded in before you even see your team comp. You know you're playing Master Yi, you know how you want to path, you know when it's good to fight, you know your item spikes. You know that hey, like if you're fighting level 4 Master Yi without items, you're gonna be weak, or maybe you're gonna be strong. I don't know.
Okay,
That's for
okay,
you to
okay.
understand with the champion identity. Right, for example, a champion like Kane, Kane's level 3 gank, well, he can go through walls, but he's not that strong. Kane's early game is not that strong, right? Karthus, for example, Karthus gank, level 3, not that strong. He wants to full clear. Shyvana, I'm not fucking ganking level 4 as Shyvana. Not happening, right? So all
Mm.
these things like that just come with your champion identity. Comes with how you want to pilot your champion. Real quick, you walk through mid here, you go into this bush. If the enemy team pushes in to your top side here, such as it's Graves, um,
Mm.
or if Graves ease over this wall and someone's here, you're putting yourself in a lot of unnecessary danger, right? At least, or at least if you're going to walk through here, you need to walk around like this, because Graves could be in this bush right here. And the idea is you just get chunked, get the reset, and then they're gonna for sure get a ward. But if Graves
Mm.
face checks you, you can work him. If you face check him, he'll destroy you. So it's all about
Okay.
being a little safer in the early game and standing here. This is this right here. Both junglers can just chill here. For the first minute 30 in the game. So we'll do this for the early game. Make sure to stand your normal 5-point position.
Okay, so you're saying this is a good place to
Yes,
just
this is a good place to stand,
play
but you
it.
don't want to like walk all the way around to get there. You just want to run straight to here.
Would you ever want to stand on the other side?
If
Bot
I
side?
am afraid of a Blitzcrank, Pyke, Thresh, I'm dropping
Yeah,
a
yeah.
word here, and then still running, and I'm gonna sit like around here. Maybe you can make it to this push in time. But no, like if you're sitting here, you're in a lot of danger. If you're sitting here, you're in a lot of danger because no one's gonna cover this for you, especially in solo queue. You got someone here, you got monkey here, monkey here. No idea what's going on. So
Yeah,
you
yeah.
cover it with a ward here, and then you stand here.
Okay. Makes sense.
We're pathing down this game. We do a wolf start. Okay, we got a ward as well. It's good. Why do we do a wolf start?
Honestly, like you're talking about scenarios, I literally just saw him do it in one of his videos.
Okay. Yeah.
To be honest, don't really have a strong reason why. I think in this game though, I wasn't planning on kind of paying too much attention to top. Focusing more on the bot side, so I was thinking I would path towards there.
Okay.
Yeah.
I think that's plenty of reason, by the way. Yo, scenario, so this challenger player did this. I'm not sure why, but I wanted to try and understand why, so I did it. So two things though, when you're doing a wolf start, okay? Number one, after you clear wolves, it's gonna spawn in 2 minutes 15 seconds, right? You could see on the map when you kill it. Well, that's 2:15 right there. Okay.
Yeah.
If you do your blue buff and it takes you about 15 seconds, and then this takes you about 15 seconds, after you clear wolves, then this Gromp is gonna spawn in 30 seconds, right? Or for example, for more clarity, you're delaying your wolves and Gromp sequence together by 15 seconds. Is pretty much the how that works. So if you full clear down, and then instead of not recall, you ran straight to wolves. After your wolves, you would have to wait here for 15 seconds before you can clear the Gromp. So instead, what you should do is sequence your camps together. So clear wolves into Gromp, then blue, right? And that way, these camps right here get done together. And if the game is normal, there's no ganks necessary at all, and you're just clearing, well, your wolves and Gromp will spawn together, making your clear a lot more fluid. So
Okay.
same thing.
Yeah.
If you have no threat bot lane, and you can do all your camps, what you would want to do is, let's say you're just pathing bot lane normally, blue Gromp wolves, raptors, and then what after raptors?
Blue Grove Wolves, Raptors, and then the Krugs if you wanna.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, so if you have time, if you clear this fast enough, if you can sequence it, if it makes the most sense, like let's say you got a leash topside and the timer can work, then this is the ideal path. Your red buff lasts longer, so your buffs last longer, and your raptors and Krugs are synchronized. So now if you recall, okay, well after your red buff you recall, you come out of base, you do Gromp, Wolves, Raptors, Krugs, and instead of having to wait here for 15 seconds or 20 seconds, it's gonna instantly be up. Here, small, big thing, using your ability, you're pretty rough.
Yeah.
Were you trying to combo it on the Gromp?
I think I got scared that the patience was gonna run out, so I was like, oh shoot.
Okay.
But yeah, I think I definitely messed up there. I think ideally I just like auto.
Yeah, just auto one more time.
Attack,
You
and then,
got it.
yeah,
You got it. One more auto.
Yeah.
Alright. Okay, we got it cleared down, and Raptors is up. Okay, so we're gonna get into a little bit of jungle tracking here. Raptors is up right now. Where is the enemy jungler?
So I warded their Raptors. I think I do remember this game actually. I think he didn't start his Raptors yet. I think he's on his. I guess just taking this information, you don't know for sure. I wasn't really paying attention like where he started, like top or bot. I kind of assuming that he started bot, just because I feel like most games I play, the junglers do that.
Okay, let's break it down. This guy did start bot lane. How do we know?
I guess I wasn't paying attention in this game, but I think you could probably just look at their bot lane.
Has nothing to do with this. Has nothing to do with this.
Or
this. Nothing to do with the lanes. Move one
Okay.
piece of information that tells it all.
Probably maybe that ward then in his top side jungle.
Yeah, how come that topside?
Um,
How come that topside ward tells us, what's going on?
I just assumed that he'd be somewhere there by now if he was farming. Starting on this top side.
Yeah, you're done with your third camp. If you did his top 3 camps, he should have shown here by now,
Yeah, yeah.
right?
Yeah, that makes sense.
That's how that
Yeah.
works. You've done 3 camps. This guy should have done 3 camps.
Yeah.
So
And
he's done 3 camps down here. You've done 3 camps up here. Now he's pathing up. Now you're pathing down.
Yep.
Okay. So the illusion that people is trying to give you with jungle tracking is, oh, you look at if someone leashes, or you look at like, you know, that's like one of the big things, and that can help you. It is great, right? If they do leash and it's very visible to use mana or HP, that's great. But a lot of the times it's not revealing enough, and it doesn't tell you enough. That's why going for wards like this is super crucial, right? Or asking a laner to ward is super crucial. But even then,
Yeah.
let's say you don't know where he's pathing. He's pathing down, he's pathing top, you're not sure. What could you do in this game state if you're afraid of the enemy jungler ganking a lane? It's only one thing you can do, really. Without ruining your own game.
Ping them.
Yeah. Ping them. We're gonna talk more about that later, but ping them. If you're afraid your bot lane's gonna get ganked here, top lane's gonna get ganked here, ping them. Last question.
Yeah.
Does it make sense for one of your laners to get ganked right now in this exact moment, 225? Like, within the next 5 seconds, is someone gonna get ganked?
Well, if we know that he started bot, I would say maybe he could gank bot.
So within the next 5 seconds, he can gank bot lane.
Yeah, I guess he could. I mean, I'm not sure how likely it is.
Right, we're just thinking like, okay, timing wise, it's 225. You are in this position. Can you gank a lane within the next 5 seconds? Like, be in a lane in the next 5 seconds and actively ganking. What, you think so?
Okay. Or like if I just walk over, like.
Well, that's gonna take you like 8 seconds.
Oh, okay. Well, yeah, right? I guess.
And then running all the way here is gonna take you about 10 seconds.
Yeah,
or like 12.
That's pretty far. Yeah.
You're far.
Yeah.
So the point is, right now, their jungler cannot gank anywhere. In 10 seconds, he can. In 15 seconds, he for sure can. In 20 seconds, if he's not on this camp, he's in a lane for sure. It's all about tracking timing, matching it up with your own jungle, right, and seeing if the kind of timing of when the enemy jungler can gank makes sense. Let's say bot was blood. It was a war down here, right? In the next 15 seconds, you know the enemy jungler can gank bot lane. If their jungler never shows on this board, let's say this board lasted later, you need to spam ping bot lane. Why? You literally cannot make it down there. If he's here, if you're here, how can you counter gank that? It's not possible.
Yeah.
Right? So the only thing you can do here is think about timing and use your pings optimally. Okay?
Okay.
It is your job as your teammate's jungler to use pings and track timings. They're playing the lane. You cannot ask them to jungle track and play lane at the same time. You try it. It's not fucking easy. I can't even, like, bro, I'm a challenger, I can't do it, you know? Like, I'm rank 6, 17, if I play lane, I'm only focused on my lane. I cannot understand where the enemy jungler is. It is so difficult unless I'm playing support. Same thing applies in the lower levels by like tenfold. Like, some of my challenger teammates on my actual competitive team can't track jungle. Like, you have to do it. You know where the jungler is. You tell your teammates what's going on. Real quick, the way I see jungling is you are the captain of the ship. However you want to see it. You are not the sheep. You can't listen to anyone else. You make all the decisions. If you get mind controlled by your teammates, oh, this guy says assistance right here, or this guy says assistance right here, and you gravitate towards that just because you heard assistance ping. But you know that this play is the best, or you know that full clearing is the best. Sometimes you don't even need to make a play, you just need a full clear. But because someone pinged you, you go towards it, you should not be a jungler, is what that means. It is very difficult to get out of this mindset, but you cannot let your teammates mind control you. It's, at the end of the day, you're in control of the keyboard, you're in control of the mouse, it's your game. What I call this is the feels bad syndrome. Someone's pinging assistance and you feel bad for them, you feel like you need to help them, you feel like the jungle role is supposed to help. You cannot play like that. You must make your own decisions, or at least if someone pings you assistance in the top lane, let's say, and you look at it and you're like, oh shit, maybe it's actually good for me to come. If that happens, and you've actively made the decision, then good for you. If not, obviously, bad play then, bad choice then. Real quick.
Yeah, definitely that's something I.
I can send you the feels bad syndrome video afterwards as well. But it's very real. It's a very real problem for a lot of people. We're gonna go to information gathering here. So right now, you're clearing, and look. Not a single time have you looked at what's going on mid, top, or bot lane. Okay, we're gonna play it a few more seconds. You briefly see mid lane. I can instantly tell what's going on with this wave. Can you? Okay, you saw for that long. What's going on mid wave?
Oh shoot, man.
It's hard. You looked at it for freaking half a second. I can tell. It's very hard for me with half a second. The point is not to say that, like, you don't have to answer, by the way. The point is, do you see how difficult it is with how little you looked at mid lane?
Yeah.
Outside of the game, it's this difficult. How are you doing it in the game? How is it possible?
I guess.
What happened?
Maybe, I think what I was just trying to see wasn't really like the lane stays. Maybe like, oh, can I gank it, or like, should I go there? And then just in that split second, I was like thinking that's like probably not worth for me to go there. I'm just continuing with my clear.
Why? Why can you not go here? How do you know from that split second that you cannot come here?
I think I just thought I wasn't gonna get a kill there.
Okay, so here, I'll break it down for you. I'll break down what you're thinking real quick. Right now, when you're panning over to mid lane, you're looking at Urgot's HP and Xerath's HP, right? It's very clear you can see this HP instantly.
Yeah.
Or at least not even Xerath, you're looking at this guy's instantly. You see this HP and you leave. You're done. You're done looking. Right?
Yeah, I guess kind of look at like where they're standing as well.
Yeah, that's something that you're probably seeing with their HP, and I'm going to explain in a second. Collecting information is more than just looking at HP and where the enemy is currently standing. In 10 seconds, where is Urgot going to be standing?
Shoot, like wherever the wave is.
Well, what's going to happen with the wave in 10 seconds?
I think push back towards them. It looks like we have more minions.
Do you?
Yeah. I don't know.
You can't know, my friend, and it's not your fault. It's the fact that, bro, you look at this for half a second, right? If this is how you're playing continuously over and over and over again, you will never, ever understand what's going on with the waves. You need to look at a wave for a good 5 to 10 seconds every single time to understand what's really going on. At least that's how long it takes for me. To really get a grasp of what's going on in the lane, how players are playing, where people are going to be positioned, what's going on with the wave, what's going on with trades, you have to look at the lane for a while. You cannot get any information from half a second. Well, you can get the HPs and currently what's going on, but I'll break this down for you real quick. So I'm going to first put this down as you must gather more information than the current HP. You need to go further and get the info of what's going on to happen in 20 to 30 seconds. And on top of that, you need to see what is going to happen with the wave in 20 to 30 seconds. Right, these two pretty much mean the same thing. I just want to make sure it's clear. You want to understand what's going on with this wave in 20 to 30 seconds. So, if you have a wave right here, where's his wave? Urgot's.
Is it the one that's right there? Is that this?
How is that possible? If your Xerath's minion wave is like this,
Oh, okay. It's
right? So where's his wave? Huh?
It's not there. It's like behind him more.
Yeah, it's in fog.
Yeah.
So count again. Who has more minions?
Urgot. Yeah.
He has 7 minions here. Xerath has 7. There's 1 extra caster and 2 extra casters right here. Boom. That means that makes 9. This guy makes 8. Okay.
Okay. So.
Look at his positioning. Look at his positioning. Who has prior right now?
Urgot.
Urgot can move quicker into his jungle, quicker into here, quicker into enemy jungle, quicker anywhere.
Yep.
He has prior.
Yeah.
Okay. In 20 seconds now you know there's minions over here, and now I know there's minions here. Who's gonna push the wave and crash the wave?
Who's gonna crash the wave?
Oh, what's gonna happen with the wave? Maybe no one's crashing. What do you think's gonna happen?
I don't know.
Okay.
I guess that depends on what they do, right? Or
Yeah. What do you think Urgot's trying to play for?
On the wave.
What do you think this guy's trying to do?
I don't know.
Make a guess.
Well,
that's all you can do, really. You never know. You never know what the enemy jungler is going to do after this point here. But you make your best assumption, right? He's just going to full clear. Right? I mean, maybe the enemy jungler could invade you. Maybe the enemy jungler could go here. The enemy jungler can run down mid. You never know. Right? So make your best guess. What's this Urgot going to do here with this wave?
Maybe push. Like what he's already doing.
Yeah, he's going to push. Makes the most sense. Look at his position. He wants to push the wave. He wants to throw Qs on the Xerath and dodge Xerath's abilities. He's just gonna push. You're here, right? While Urgot is pushing, you have HP. That's besides the point. While Urgot is pushing, right? Do you think that Urgot can finish clearing this entire wave, right? That the melees, the cannon, the casters, before you gank mid? Is that possible for Urgot to do? Clear all of this. Mid. Yeah. Again, it's about timings.
For like me to walk from here to this top push.
To gank mid.
No, I don't think so.
Yeah, he cannot clear this wave. He'll be in the middle of clearing it. He might be almost not really almost done, but he'll be in the middle of clearing it.
Yeah.
That's when you want to gank.
Right, when they're trying to push the wave. Exactly.
But how do you know when someone's pushing a wave? Well, you gotta look at the wave more than fucking half a second. So the point. What happened?
I guess the end goal of like when you pan your camera over to a lane, like what is it really? Like
to understand what's going to go on with wave in 20 to 30 seconds, and to see if it's a wave you can interact with or a lane you can interact with, or if it's something you should avoid and come back to later. For example,
should I go there? Is it like...
Yeah, should you go there or should you go there later? For example, real quick. Urgot crashes the wave here, right? What's going to happen after Urgot crashes the wave? This is wave 3, right?
Yeah.
After Urgot crashes wave 3, what's going to happen with wave 4 and 5? Someone crashes a wave into a tower, what's going to happen?
Pushes back?
Yeah, slow pushes back. Unless Urgot decides not to, but it's really hard for Urgot to do that. Right, so what's going to happen on wave 5? In 2 waves. It's going to slow push back, right? You said. Okay, so if Xerath's going to push this wave back into him, so now his wave is like this, and Xerath needs to stand this far forward to push this wave, right? What if you counter gank there? What if the enemy ganks and you're not there? Or what if Urgot tries to go for a 1v1 solo kill? Right?
Okay.
So Xerath can peacefully catch this wave, but in about 2 waves of time, you have a problem. The problem is that Xerath wants to crash the wave, you know, his bounce out. He needs to crash it. He needs to make sure it can push into his turrets, and he can, you know, that's how he wants to play the lane. And in order to understand if you need to be there or not, you need to ask if Xerath is safe 1v1, or if the enemy jungler can gank him. The enemy jungler can for sure gank him if he comes like around.
Yeah, he's over there. Yeah.
Now the question is, what if Xerath stands down here? Because now you can start pinging him. Boom, boom. Careful. I know Xerath needs to crash a wave. I know that, hey, the enemy jungler is going to be topside in 2 waves, right? So if I tell Xerath to stand down here, or if I tell Xerath to bait it here and I'm coming to counter gank, there's so much you can do here by, again, just seeing what's going on with the waves. So the end goal is to understand what's going on with the wave 20 to 30 seconds, but in reality, it's to see what's going to go on with the wave for the next minute or more. It is very hard to do that, even for me, very, very hard, because also there's randomness, you know, like there's a random factor. But generally speaking, most of the time, what's going to go on the wave, and can I interact with the wave or not? Right now, while Urgot's trying to push this wave, you can gank him. Is it good? That's for you to decide in the game. Right now, obviously he's full HP. This guy's playing Azerath, not that great. Let's say this guy's playing Akshan, Pantheon, something a little stronger. Or let's say you're healthier. Let's say you have red buff. Right? Now you know this is a gank angle.
Yeah.
Right? What's going on top lane? We have no idea. Is it a lane I can interact with? Is it something I want to fight with? What's going on this whole time? This guy's half HP right now. Is Yone half HP? Right? I need to know more about what's going on with the map. It's all to make better decisions. You need to collect more information. Okay. So we spent a good amount of time on that.
I guess just to talk about the where to path towards real quick. Do you think kind of pathing up or towards what is good?
Yeah. So I was about to get to that, but generally speaking, 80% of the time you're pathing bot. Like that's just normally how it is. 80% of your games are pathing bot. Don't even think about it too hard. Only time you're pathing top is if you have, well, this game, Yone, Jax, Fiora, Gangplank, you know, those archetype of champions, really bruiser, who really want to snowball if possible. So if it's bruiser versus bruiser, you want to gank. If it's bruiser versus tank, you can. But otherwise, path towards bot lane. Okay. Let's look at this. So you meditate here, okay, it's 3 minutes, okay, and you have mid-wave like this. So what's gonna go on with this mid-wave soon? 10 seconds. Or what is Urgot playing for? What is Zerath playing for?
Okay. I was thinking that Urgot would just want to continue trying to shove. Zerath, I would guess, probably just wants to farm.
That's it.
Yeah.
This Urgot wants to shove. Zerath wants to farm. Why are we ganking the guy who wants to farm?
Yeah.
Yeah, you answered. You answered the question of why this gank is not gonna look too pretty. I can see that this will happen. Right, the moment you decide to gank this, it's not gonna look pretty. You might get a flash, right? Because right here, you could take a slash and leave. Right? And you go for the kill. You kill yourself. But you could go for the flash and leave, but that's all you're getting. And I could tell why, because your Zerath's not going to do anything here.
Oh. What if... Yeah, that makes sense. What if he, dashed in right here, though? Because I guess my reasoning was, this guy's playing kind of aggressive. Maybe I could...
Well, is he? The Zerath's full HP. Is Urgot playing aggressively?
No. The Urgot.
Yeah, is Urgot playing aggressively? The Zerath is full HP. For Urgot to be playing aggressive, Zerath should be less than, 80% HP, 90% HP. Yeah.
Yeah.
In order for you to actually know if someone's being aggressive, it's the same shit, my friend. Just fucking look. Right? You're looking here, you should be, the whole time while you're clearing this, look. Is Urgot aggressive or not? You know who is aggressive? The damn bot lane and the damn top lane. Top is war right now. Bot lane is also war right now. Not the mid lane.
Yeah.
Right? So you need to look everywhere. It's not just looking at mid lane, it's looking at top lane, looking at bot lane. Okay.
Okay.
The big thing... Yeah, go ahead. What's up?
Yeah, so let's say if you were playing and you were here right now, you just look at the mid lane real quick, and then you see that it just wants to farm, and then you just we could ignore it for now. We don't need to worry about it.
Well, I look mid,
the correct
and I see that he needs to farm. Then I look bot, then I look top, and I'm like, okay, can I do anything bot lane because I'm in the bot side? Or is there some way I can get to top lane? Do I need to get to top lane? And if both are no, then I farm.
Okay.
Right.
But you're saying mid lane is that's not a good thing.
Ever, yeah, almost not ever. Unless Zerath is really poking Urgot, and Urgot's less than half HP, almost never ganking mid lane in this game.
Okay. Makes sense. Yeah.
Real quick, I'm gonna talk about jungle itself. So to understand this, have you ever played lane before? Just even a random,
Yeah.
Yeah. So one wave is worth one camp. You can say it's about the same. Okay? Skipping camps equal down tempo. If you are down tempo, the only way to get it back is by clearing your camps and resetting. Okay? So, if you leave this camp, gank mid lane here, it better work. Why? Because you're gonna go down tempo. In order for you to get back tempo, you're gonna have to go back and clear these camps and then recall. Right? If the enemy jungler full clears top lane, does this crap, insta recalls, he will be faster on the map than you will be if you gank mid, farm this, then recall, or farm this, and my god, go do crab. You're gonna be even down even more tempo, and he's gonna be up an item. The reason why I'm bringing this up is because if you had just farmed your Raptors, your red buff, your Krugs, this game would be a lot easier.
Yeah.
No complications. Farm all your camps, get all 6 of your imaginary waves, right? It's essential to jungling. It's like you're not dropping, like, okay, this is pretty much skipping this camp means you're roaming, right, to a lane. You're roaming from jungle to mid, and dropping 2 waves worth of gold and EXP and tempo. If you can't decide that that's worth or not, like, you better just clear those camps first, clear those waves first, and then gank afterwards.
Okay.
But ahead of the time, if you're looking the entire time mid lane is war, and I know it's going to end up good because Urgot's trying to crash a wave, Xerath has abilities for me, he has Ignite maybe, or I know they have no wards, I can get this gank off, be down tempo, and it'll be okay because we got a gank off, we got kills, and it's worth it. If you can decide that ahead of the time, then drop your camps, no problem. But the problem for a lot of people is they can't make this decision, not because they are bad, but because they're not looking at the lanes. So the instant solution is just full clear your camps and then make a play. If you want to become the best jungler possible, obviously there are still going to be gank timers, like while you're clearing camps, making you skip camps, but ultimately the easiest solution is just full clear your camps first, then make play.
Yeah, looking back on it, the gank doesn't really like match up with your clearing, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. So pretty much if you were to review this game on your own, this would be end of game review. You lost the game. You lost jungle already in this position. Right? You kill yourself, you've done 4 camps, and it's 320. It's like end of review pretty much for jungle. But real quick, I'm going to try and talk about strong side, and then we're gonna skip a little bit more through the early game, but let me make sure I look at my notes. So we talked about how to gank on waves, right? How a little bit of how that works. Now the last thing is just thinking about our strong side. Okay. So you path bot. That makes this guy your strong side. Make sense?
Yeah.
Top side your weak side, and mid lane you can always play through. That's how I think about it. You can always go through mid almost any time.
Yeah,
that makes these camps your weak side camps, and these camps your strong side camps. So if you're ever invading, it should never be right here. Process of elimination should always be here. Strong side invade. So this entire side of the map is your weak side. Bye bye. I'm not doing anything here if I can prevent it. Strong side right here. Okay, I want to gank bot, dive, invade, anything I can bot lane. Okay. The 2 conditions you must understand with weak side and strong side is 1, you're always racing to get to your strong side lane as fast as possible with trying to get as much resources as you can before interacting with that lane. In order to do that, you must clear these 2 weak side camps on spawn. Pop quiz. When does your Gromp spawn? General timer.
I don't know.
4:15. Okay. Remember it. Never forget it. 4:15 is the general time it spawns. Actually, this game is different because you started off with wolves. Wolves is going to be 4 minutes on the dot.
Okay. But ideally, regular game, you want to be there for the next time.
Yeah,
like
you want to be there as soon as it spawns. So you're clearing your weak side camps. You're done with it, and you can run straight to bot lane as fast as you can.
Okay.
That's what weak side and strong side is. That's what playing to your strong side lane is. So you're never ganking this lane, almost ever. What you are doing with top lane is you are helping your top lane or your weak side crash waves. You're helping your weak side defend a dive. You're helping your weak side like secure the fruit in the river. Anything that like stabilizes their game is what you're playing for with your weak side. You're never ganking them, you're never diving the enemy, you're never doing anything too crazy. Unless it's really good conditions, like a perfect play, really calculated, you're never really interacting with them. The best place for you to be is bot lane, your strong side. So, this mid gank better fucking work. Why? Because you're wasting time. You're skipping this camp, which is more tempo you're losing, and you're skipping time where you should be spending bot lane. So, after you do this thing mid, look, this camp is spawning very soon. It's gonna spawn in 20-30 seconds. You have a potential, well, it kind of sucks because I mean, obviously it's why it ended a review because your game is like pretty fucked. You only have bot camps up. This thing's spawning 20 seconds. You're not gonna wait there for 20 seconds. But now what's going on is you're pathing to your weak side.
Yeah, in that position, like what am I supposed to do? So like the bot side camps are up, top side camps are like coming up.
Yeah.
Are you saying we should go top?
There's two things you could do. Well, and then this is like the side thing. Like just try not to die in the early game. Like literally, that's like it's so hard for people, but genuinely just try not to die. Another easy rule you can give to yourself is try not to die more than 4 times a day. Anyway, just don't make that big mistake here, and you will never have this conversation. This conversation is like having like a pretty pointless one because you're trying to fix the situation that's already fucked is a worse conversation than trying to fix the conversation here. This is the most important thing for you to understand. But to answer your question, you do Krugs, Raptors, Wolves, Gromp, and then recall. And then now you can play the bot lane, and then restart. Alternatively, you can do Krugs, Raptors, Invade.
Okay.
But the go-to, if in a natural game, is just this, reset, play the bot.
Even though in this game, top is the weak side?
Or you're not ganking top, you're just clearing your camps and recalling as fast as you can. I mean, if you fucking gank top lane, you're insta-losing the game. So, do not gank. Just clear your camps, get them done as fast as you can, then insta-recall and then go bot lane.
Okay.
My friend, you're watching mid lane, what's going on bot lane? What's going on with the bot wave, what's going on with the top wave, what's going on anywhere? All I know is mid is war, which is decent to see. And Urgot has no flash. But even now, you're doing the crab and you're not really watching what's going on. Like this whole time right here, Urgot just used his E. Right there, right? Urgot's using abilities. There's more trades. You can auto this crab while looking at it. You know. It's all these small things that matter. And real quick, the quick thing, I'm not gonna talk about too much, but like if you go behind here and you wait here, like maybe a little further back, this Urgot, if he's ever past this line, you can kill him with Zerath. And why will Urgot go past this line? Look at his wave. Alright, look at this. One bomb, and then a whole wave coming. He's gonna try and shove it. So, you go behind him here. Yes, he's flashless. He's dead. Okay. So. Oh, shit.
Yeah, I was definitely thinking about like, wait, this guy's... I feel like I could gank this, but I think I ended up going the other way around.
Yeah, this way is the first thing. And number 2, again, this is your strong side here. Just clear these camps and get there as fast as you can. Although this gank should work. He leveled up, and honestly, it's just a little bit unlucky. But like you got what you almost came here for, by the way. You fucked him off though, his wave. Your Zerath's gonna have a freeze now, or he's gonna have tempo, he's gonna crash. But why are we playing for the Zerath? He's gonna be fine no matter what.
That's true.
Right, he's chilling. Like, he's literally just chilling in this lane. Right, so you invested so much time, multiple times in doing this. When you're strong in your bot lane, actually the only lane that's winning, by the way, because they literally solo kill by themselves, has not gotten a single gank. And now our top lane getting killed. What's gonna happen? What's gonna happen when this guy's pathing to his strong side, right? And you're here, you're gonna fucking die because this is your strong side, and this is your weak side.
Yeah. I should just not like.
Yeah,
walk
don't even
there,
go in the
though.
river. This is not your river. This is not.
Yeah,
This is
yeah.
not your place to be. You have 800 gold. Go spend it. Go bot lane. Yeah, Krugs. Your Raptors are up. You can also gank bot lane
Mm,
or interact with bot lane. That means. Okay. Oh my god, your champion kills here. So why are we pulling this dragon here?
gee, can you? Don't really remember. Let me see.
Well, what do you think?
Like, why are we starting it?
Well, you started it, so why do you think starting it is good here?
Um.
Urgot died. That's one.
Yeah. For some reason, I thought it was a good idea. I think because I could see where the bot and mid was. And I was thinking the Seraphim's right there. Maybe we could just do this real quick. Yeah, that's what I was thinking. I was thinking maybe Graves could come, but I wouldn't be too scared because it's like 2v1. Yeah.
So you have numbers right now in this exact moment, right? So obviously. What about in 30 seconds, 10 seconds, 15 seconds? Who's faster to mid lane?
Faster to mid lane.
Yeah, Xerath or Urgot?
Probably not sure, right? Because Urgot died. Wasn't paying attention to if he stayed afterwards.
Urgot dies here. Yeah, you better pay attention to that. That's literally all you can do. That's literally all you should be thinking about. Is this dragon good or bad? I don't know. You need to look. Look at bot wave. Look at what your mid laner is doing.
Yeah.
Right? So,
Yeah.
Urgot's alive right now. Right? He just spawned. And your Xerath is clearing mid wave, and he's about to recall. Recalling takes 8 seconds. So he's faster to mid lane.
So Urgot's gonna be.
Yeah, he's gonna be about 10 seconds faster to mid lane.
Yeah, for sure.
So in 15 seconds right now, who's gonna be first? Urgot by 10 seconds.
Yeah.
So regardless of whether or not you kill this guy, guess what? Well, Yone and Urgot swap, but it's the same idea. Yone is here 10 seconds faster than Urgot. So whether or not you kill Graves, well, you guys are just dead. Look, Seraphine can't play. you should have died too, but I don't know, these people are crazy. And they should have gotten the dragon here. Yone, Ziggs, and Lux could have just done the dragon by themselves. So, to backtrack. 1, you need to watch what's going on bot lane, mid lane. That's the entire game. You're just not watching. 2, what's best for your game right now is clear your camps. Get level 6, play the game naturally. Right? You've skipped so many camps this game trying to make stuff happen. Just farm your camps. And the last thing is when you are behind and you get a kill like this, do not force things. Just relax. Your Xerath just got a solo kill. Your Ballin's still doing fine. Cho'Gath's not even trying to lose the game yet. He's still perfectly mentally stable. Do not force things when you're behind. Okay.
Okay.
So yeah, what
when you're behind, just try to play safer. Is that correct?
Well, okay. So think about it this way. There's 2 analogies I'll give you. 1, if you're playing chess, right? You know how chess pieces move and everything.
Yeah.
So if you're playing chess and you have a winning position, but the enemy is like, let's say they're down like a bishop or even like a rook, but the enemy is just perma fortifying their formation, even down a piece. It is very triggering for the person up a piece if they're not really good and they're not really like mentally stable, you could say. It gets frustrating. Let's say you're winning and you're playing defensively still. It's frustrating. Whoever's on the counterpart of the person playing defensively, they want to end the game. They want to win. They want to beat them up. What's gonna happen in this game is you guys just got a kill back. You guys just stabilized. Valiant's still winning as well. In every single one of the enemy's minds, they're gonna get impatient. It's League of Legends. These guys are literally like, everyone's impatient. So they're gonna try to force things. Instead of you forcing things, it's gonna be them forcing things. In the chess game, for example, someone's gonna make a mistake. The person that's gonna make a mistake is not the person playing defensively, because guess what? They're just trying to fortify their position. They're just trying to solidify what they got. Well, the enemy team is trying to advance. When they try to advance, well, you're gonna make a mistake. So boom. Okay, the other thing is, it's not the fact that you're never going to do anything. It's the fact that when you get your item spikes, that's when you have a chance. Right now,
Right.
you're very weak. It's not that strong.
Yeah.
You're not even level 6. So at least if you're going to fight, be level 6, please. Right?
Yeah.
Or have Blade of the Ruined King. Then fight. Is at least if Graves has Yomu's or Dustblade or, you know, Collector or Gore Drinker and a pickaxe, you'll still have Blade of the Ruined King. Graves is up 875 gold on you, but you still have your Blade of the Ruined King. So what? You can still win that fight. The odds aren't favored, he has more stats than you, but you're still in a decent position to fight.
Yeah. So it's kind of in this position, just wait for them to make mistakes.
Yeah, wait for them to make mistakes and wait for opportunity.
Is that any different when you're ahead?
It's quite similar. The only difference is when you're ahead, you have more options. So the opportunity is there more. But even then, it's better to still play defensively. You don't want to be perma-invading. You don't want to be perma in their face. That's when you make mistakes. If you're permanently diving into their tier 1, tier 2 tier, or just diving in general, you're going to make mistakes eventually. And you're going to throw away your 1k gold shutdown.
Okay. Yep.
Alright, this game goes on for 30 minutes. We're going to skip through, right? And we're going to look at some team fights.
Yeah.
Actually, you guys just have good mental. Okay, let's look at this here. Do you need to use your E to kill the 6 here?
Probably not. Yeah.
Okay,
No,
so that's
I don't
number 1.
think so.
Saving your abilities, really, really important. Actually, your abilities get refreshed here, and your E lasts a while. So honestly, that's actually I forget your abilities get reset. So honestly, it doesn't matter too much because your abilities get reset. Okay, everything looked clean. That was nice. Okay, all that was good. You guys just came back. You tried to make a Nash pull.
Yeah, I think this was
Sarah's balling. It's the same thing.
this ended up badly.
Yeah, it's just very risky. It's almost always gonna end badly.
Yeah.
You have canvas up. You just got 2,000 gold. If you come back on the map with Winsos, guess what? Your game is won. For you at least, you're gonna 1v9 this game on your part. This is the exact thing I'm talking about. The enemy team just fucked up. They just fucked their advance, right? They're pushing the pieces and they just lost a piece. But the enemy team sees that, hey, oh, what the fuck? Wait, they're inting a piece as well. I'm just gonna go get that piece back. You guys just came back in the game, and instead of just like, you know, stabilizing because you guys were behind, you tried accelerating. Whoever accelerates has a much higher chance of making mistakes, and it's not to forget how to accelerate or to never learn how to do it. It's just much harder to learn that piece of the game, and much easier to learn how to be stable first, then learn how to accelerate. So stop yourself from making mistakes before worrying about how do I end games faster or how do I, you know, destroy the enemy jungle harder. How about worry about, you know, don't die in that mid wave. Don't pull this Baron here when you're ahead, or like, you know, all those things. Those are the things you should worry about.
Okay. For this Baron specifically, it's bad because they're about to come up, right? And
yeah, and I'm sure they have TPs too, no?
Yeah.
They're playing Ziggs, they're playing Yone. I mean, Urgot's literally in your face right here. You have Jhin as well.
Gold too. Yeah.
Yeah, you have 2,000 exactly. Yeah, you know how this is gonna end.
yeah.
Spend your gold first, then pull this maybe. Right now you
yeah.
just threw them Baron for free.
No, this was pretty dumb.
Yeah. So why would it? Okay, I'm just writing that down. Really, so team fighting. Never fight alone. At least one ally on your screen before going in. Try to save abilities, such don't overkill if not necessary. Last thing is when they fight, take your wins, take your camp/waves. Alright, pretty much the rest of the game here is irrelevant to jungle. There's one thing you can do here, actually 2 things you can do here. Well, one main idea. and it's to find a teammate you want to play with. So the moment you hit your Bork, you should hold tab. Well, the entire game you should give a general feeling, but you should hold tab, and you should look at your teammates' scores. You know, not scores. You should look at your teammates' items, right? You should look at their items. You should look at their strengths. You should look at their champion. And you should decide who are you gonna play with. So in this position right here, right now, who do you want to play with? Who's your best friend, best teammate to play with?
If I'm talking about like items, probably Xerath.
Well, items, levels, champion, rune, spells, everything.
Yeah. I mean, probably Xerath or
Yeah.
I don't know. Yeah.
And then after Xerath, who else?
Maybe like Seraphine.
Really?
Yeah, or Jin. Definitely not Cho'Gath.
Okay. At least get your buddy Jin in here. Jin is pretty fucking OP, personally. Like when he's getting this many items, he can artillery alt, artillery W. It's pretty fucking OP. Anyway, the point is, when you enter the mid game and you're playing jungle, you identify who your strong teammate is and you play with them. So now your strong side is this guy or this guy. So if Xerath wants to freaking run down bot lane, guess what? You run down bot lane too. Let's see where Xerath goes. Mid lane. Okay, so you want to be mid lane as fast as you can. Alright, that's good. You're here with him. Look at where Xerath is. I guess he's ulting from afar. He's not even ulting the same target as you, though. He's ulting a completely different target. He's ulting the Graves. Right now, he's ulting the Graves.
Yeah.
Right, he ulted the Graves the entire time back here. So why are we going in? Right, and this is how you can adjust your team fighting to play a little bit smoother. You find your you find your strong teammate, and then you play every sequence, fighting plus macro with your strong teammate. And even if you disagree with something this guy's doing, it's your best odds of winning. Right? But again, even this, you're literally going 1v4 right here. 1v3. No one's on your screen here. Literally 0. Right? And Xerath is out of condition, so at least Jin is up here. You could try and play through. Jin wants to push that wave or something. Oh my god, Seraphine flash W saves, yeah. You get that kill. So it ends up like working, but it's still like, oh my gosh, it's still like, it's very sad because the position will look different, but if you just save your ult, you save your conditions, they're going to push up a little bit further. When they push up a little further, you have your teammates with you, you kill them all here. It's just too early. So patience. Yeah. But this is the most important thing when you get into the mid game. Find a strong teammate and play with them. We didn't have much time, so we didn't talk about this too much. But generally speaking, when you're in the mid game, so again, to me, mid game is when you get your first item. Find your strong teammate. If your strong side has changed, then change your path, right? So at around 9 to 12 minutes is when you should get your first item. By that point, you should have already decided who your strong teammate is, and it can obviously change depending on how things go. Real quick, to close it out, we're going to talk about 3 things that I want you to focus on. And number 1 is collect information on waves. Try to predict what will happen to the wave. It's already 20 to 30 seconds. Try to make your plays off waves. Every single play should be made off of 2 things. 1, waves, allies conditions, and 2, for objectives. In order to make good timers on waves or objectives, you need to get more information. Number 2, make the best play for your own individual game, excluding everyone else. Your champ is very resource heavy. You can't skip to perma gank. It's like you're playing Kassadin, you're taking time bomb for the enemy team, or even like when you get first item. Like your first item is like level 16 Kassadin almost. Like Master Yi seems broken at first item. The further you get the further you put yourself away from the 9 to 12 minute threshold, the harder the game will be. If you can get mythic at 9 minutes, if you didn't gank, you should do that. Right? Versus getting mythic at like 12 minutes. So
Yeah.
you need to understand that your champion can't just perma gank. Cassidy will not want to perma gank. Cassidy will not want to perma roam. You're not playing like Poppy, Jarvins, and Zhao, who are okay being down some resources. You're playing Master Yi, the king. He needs gold. Last thing is, and these are the two big things, but the side things, alright, are just try to not force plays at all. Make sure things feel natural, and have conditions, and have conditions that line up with waves / more than just HP plus position. Right, and then a side note is trying to get the mid game. Try to use the mid game notes. Identify your strong teammates. Play with them. All right. Any questions for you?
Yeah. One question: when you are in the mid game, you have a strong teammate. I mean, what entails like playing with them? Kind of like being close to them.
If you're fighting with them off your screen, you're doing it wrong. If you're in the top side while they're bot side, you're doing it wrong. If they're fighting the dragon and they're flanking and you're playing front to back, you're doing it wrong. Literally whatever they want to do, you try to align your gameplay with them. No one else in the game does that, period. It's very hard for anyone to try and do that with you. The people who do that, they're high elo, they're challenger, they're grandmaster, they're masters. You need to try and adjust what you do to your strong teammate. It makes your odds of winning the fights a lot higher.
How do you kind of prioritize that with like clearing your camps or getting objectives?
Same thing. If your Xerath is bot side here, it's just your strong side, and you just came off a base, he's right here. You clear this camp as fast as you can, this camp as fast as you can. You clear your weak side camps as fast as you can, and you're in bot lane. And then all you need to do is to communicate that, hey, I'm gonna be top side for 20 seconds. So use a bunch of danger pings bot lane for a little bit, and then once you're there with him, well, you got it. Alternatively, you don't even need to clear camps. It's the mid game. Controlling river, controlling terrain is so important. Having lane prio in bot lane, it's worth dropping 1 or 2 camps.
Yeah, makes sense.
And alright, I'm gonna go head out. I got my next session soon, so
Okay.
yeah, if you have any other questions, you can DM me, feel free. Yeah.
Alright, cool. Thanks, man.
Yep.
Okay.
Good luck on your climb, bro. Peace, peace.
Thanks. Bye.